am. It's Facebook Live, and that was the special effects that just happened there. We, threw out the curtain. So, just want to say hello to everybody. I'm muted. I don't think I'm muted. I should be good. Am I good, James dear? Test 1, 2. I should be good. We are good? I hope. Okay. Well, if James lets you know otherwise, I think we're good, but let us know where you are checking in from. I am going to make sure that I give away a free door prize. So you'll want to right away come in and just type in the word win, and we'll be giving away a door prize a little later on. We have James in the background with us. I have Jennifer Deere here. She's going to help with some of the questions and comments that you might have. And as I mentioned, this is going to be kind of an extra special Facebook Live because I have one of my oldest friends, and Jennifer kind of said I need to reword that because we're coming up with our verbiage for this. And I said, one of my oldest friends in the industry. And she said, that's not very nice. How about longest friends in the industry? And I have actually Elnor from Twiga Industries here. And Elnor, can you come live? Let's see if technology works for us and we can get you on here. So let's, there we go. And hey, Elnor, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm awesome. And here's the thing. I don't know about you, but when I close my eyes and I dream at night, I still, in my head, think that I'm a young man and my hair is brown. How about Are you in the same? Does that happen to you too, or am I the only one?
You can see the gray hair. So.
Well, it's kind of funny because you and I have actually known each other for decades. I think I might have been a teenager, like in my late teens, early 20s when we first met.
Yeah, absolutely. That was in the mid 80s.
Yes, yeah, and yeah, that is amazing. So you've known my lovely bride just as long then. I mean,
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, we have literally grown up together in this industry, and I just want to give, I guess, you all the accolades because you are probably one of the, most respected and ethical people that I've ever met in this industry, and it's just been a pleasure to have worked with you all these years. And I'm not going to take up a ton of your time, but I do have a list of questions here. There's only 46 questions on here.
Wow. Okay. How much time do we have?
No, I'm just kidding. I thought I'd get you nervous right away. But actually, I did want to let everybody know that you obviously are the owner of Twiga Industries, and you are also the official ZSK dealer all across Canada. Like I'm talking Nova Scotia to Mississauga, Ontario,
coast to coast.
From coast to coast. So if anybody is looking, obviously, for a ZSK, you are the man. You got the whole country covered. But I do want to let people know that you are by far the best tech that I have ever met in the industry. And I've met a lot of technicians over the years. And that's where you really started out, right? As a tech?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you guys one little story first, and then I'm going to let you take over. But I know just enough about machines that I can do the basics, and I'm really, really good at tearing them apart. And you know that, right, Eleanor? Okay. I'm good at taking them apart, but when it gets to that level of putting them back together, that might be another question. That's usually when I called you. But I do remember back in probably the late 80s, early 90s, and you might remember this, we actually had one of our Tajima 24 heads, which the main shaft actually broke on the machine.
Yes.
And do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah, and that we thought we were basically out of business because you got to order a piece from Japan, and it was just a big rigmarole. But you magically, I don't know how you did it, but you got that machine back together and working in days. So I always am amazed at how you can get in there and work with pretty much anything. Did you want to give us a little bit of background on yourself?
Yes, so I started this in 1977. I first got the opportunity to get trained in Germany at the FAB factory for industrial high speeds automatic pneumatic machines. So I started in 77, and that was when I was still in Africa. I moved to Canada in 1980, and at that time the economy was not so good. Started working in the sewing machines, but then decided to go and do some computers and electronics. And then, so the embroidery machines now is a combined knowledge of the two, and it is. I never looked back from there. Yes, it's been a journey from there.
Yeah, I guess you've seen this industry right from the early days. We're talking paper tape and moving forward. You know, I know you're just as amazed as I am. I mean, I remember you in our factories and you saw our Shifley machines running. You probably could have fixed those too had we given you the chance. But yeah, I mean, that background, I've often said that sometimes the best people to assist somebody with purchasing a machine is obviously a person who has a technical background. And I think that is probably one of your biggest strong points. Do you think that's had a big impact on your being a dealer for commercial machines as well?
Oh, absolutely. That helps a lot, because when you're talking to customers, you are telling them the truth and the honesty about all the machines. You lay all the cards on the table and then let them make the educated decision on which way they want to go. Oh, absolutely. That is how I treat my customers when they first come in.
And I think that's why you and I have gotten along so well, is because those are words that pretty much come out of my mouth as well. I've always told people I want them to make educated decisions. It's not about a hard sell or, you know, making that sale. It's about developing a relationship.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, 35 years later, you're talking to a guy and you both have gray hair. No, just kidding. So yeah, things definitely have changed a lot now. You are participating with us next Saturday. You are going to be doing a session with a special guest from ZSK, and that is going to be focused around partially machine maintenance, and that will cross over to every brand. And I'm talking, you know, whether it's a home machine or whether it's a commercial machine. I'm guessing some of those basic principles still remain the same. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Sewing machine, it all comes from a sewing machine, except that we are not holding the fabric and moving it up or down. So this way the machine is controlling itself. So I will pick some subjects that are common to all machines, and that will help us out discuss what is necessary or when we talk about those. And some maintenance. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously so many things. Obviously, whatever investment you're making, whether it's a home machine or whether it's a commercial machine, you want to, you know, protect your investment, and knowing proper maintenance, knowing, you know, everything from tensioning to, I got to be honest. I mean, I know with your business, seeing as you are a dealer, a distributor, you also, I guess, provide supplies like stabilizers and threads and all that good stuff. But it's funny in this industry, a lot of people have become so price conscious with the consumables. And I got to be perfectly honest, sometimes there is a difference between thread that you get for, you know, 95 cents and a reputable brand. And I don't know, does the things that you feed your machine, in your opinion, sometimes make a difference in the quality?
Absolutely. So when we are at the end of the day, I want the machine to be working well. So everything that we sell or we recommend has to be right, because if it's not right, the machine will not work right. So therefore, it will hurt our reputation, and we don't want to do that. So yes, you must spend the right money or pick the right product to get your production increase. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's really where, you know, making money with embroidery does come down to, you know, not just a couple factors, but everything from which equipment you buy through to marketing, through how you know, price your goods that you're selling, not just embroidery, but the consumables that you, or the products that are going out the door, as well as factoring in all those expenses that you need to put in there as well. And that's where having a solid plan. I mean, you've seen this industry as long as I have, and we've seen a lot of changes throughout the years. I've often told people that this industry has never died. It's just simply evolved.
Yes.
And the size of the equipment that you're probably selling differs from back in the 80s or 90s, but the volume of people that are getting involved in this industry, I think, is continuously going up. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I've seen that growth for years. Yes, absolutely. It's been tremendous. And also the technology change. So some customers would then change their machines just because they liked a certain technology. And that has been the trend in the industry. So it's an evolution. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the I guess the point of entry with embroidery, especially now compared to the old days, is a lot more accessible from a business, startup perspective. So it's not as much of a sticker shock as, starting a business in some other industries might be. And what I found personally is that some embroiderers start out and they might actually sort of stay stagnant for too long, where in my personal opinion, if somebody's doing their job correctly, that's when one machine turns into two and two turns into three. And then of course, the days, and again, I could be wrong because I know there are still a lot of larger scale manufacturers out there, but in North America anyways, I think there's still a need for 4, 6, 12 head machines, because that is obviously increasing productivity. Do you see a lot of
Absolutely.
those sales happening?
Yes, we do. And so we have those who are doing promotional products. So we see larger machines.
Mhm.
Those who are doing school uniforms or sporting goods, then you need the larger machines to do bigger productions. Absolutely. And then you also have the smaller machines, which is also required to do the personalization. So
That's
you
right.
don't want to stop a bigger machine just to do one piece. So that is the evolution. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's definitely been interesting, and I think that I know that in the last 6 to 8 months we have seen something happen that we haven't seen ever, as far as my history, or probably even my grandparents' history in starting the business. But this pandemic has literally changed the face of how we are doing business overnight.
Yes.
And I know, and I'd like to ask you this question because you're kind of the person in the front lines as far as I'm concerned. I'm a little bit more in the home industry. We're transferring people from the home to the commercial industry, and we're trying to give them the tools for success so that they can be profitable and add more machines without adding frustration. But you're out there talking to embroiderers every single day. What changes have you seen in the industry in the last 8 months?
So those who were during the COVID, obviously people started doing masks. So
Mhm.
those who were able to convert and do masks, they were doing masks. Those who were doing medical supplies, as in the coats for the doctors and things like that, those were happening. So it's not that everybody was dead.
Mhm.
There was a slow time, but those who were able to diversify did that very, very well.
Okay, so they basically diversified quickly into another market where they saw a demand.
Yes. And
It's
until
like,
today, there are some who are doing masks.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's,
and that might stay the same for a while to come.
yes.
I think it's a great market, to be honest. Who would have thought a year ago that masks would be probably one of the biggest sellers this year over all other apparel, so to speak. I don't even know if you can call it apparel, but you can put a twist on it and make it fashionable. Have you also seen a little bit of a transition? Like, I'm guessing that some embroiderers might have been a little more tech savvy, meaning that they had a website functioning, they might have had a shopping cart, and they might have already been generating some sales online. And I know that for us, we've seen the same type of thing, not only with our business, but talking to some dealers, and I'm talking more on the home embroidery machine level in the US. There's some dealers that were set up for business online and kind of in the virtual mode at the start of the year, and they seem to have had more levels of or degree of success than others that were just trying to get their footing in this very drastic change. Did you have any people in the industry that you saw tech savvy that eased into this a little bit better?
Oh, absolutely. There were many of my customers who had already had the website and you
Mhm.
could order online. So they were doing very well. And absolutely. So when we were supplying the goods, they were the ones who were asking us if we have them in stock so that we could give it to them and they could then do the production and be able to supply it to their end user or whoever buys it online. Yes.
Yeah,
very
and
much
that
so.
that might have been something you faced as well. Did you see actually an increase in sales on things like stabilizers and threads? Because, basically, obviously you had a certain amount of inventory when all this happened, and then, everything kind of shut down overnight. And people, I like to call it the toilet paper theory. I mean, people went out and bought more toilet paper than any human needs. But I kind of saw the same thing happen with stabilizers and that in the industry as well. People were buying up stabilizers because they, thought they might run out, or, have you seen that in your
Yes,
your
very much.
business?
Had run out. So by the end of March or so, we had run out of our inventory. But the unfortunate thing was we could not replenish our stock. So we were stuck because of that reason. But otherwise, yes, people were buying and
Yeah,
stock.
and
Yes.
I can feel the pain because I've run out of here in Costa Rica. I've run out of white thread, black thread. I have very little tear. It's like I'm hoarding every little square inch of everything. So I've said this before, but if any of you are coming to Costa Rica in the near future, please let me know because I need some supplies desperately. So, and that
When is James
invitation's
coming?
for you as well, Eleanor. If you want to make a trip to Costa Rica, you're
We
more than
will,
welcome. You got to bring a suitcase of stabilizers and.
we will do that. Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm really looking forward to this coming Saturday. This is going to be awesome. We are, just a little over a week away. We still have seats if anybody wants to sign up. The best part about this seminar is it is geared to people who want to learn how to make money with embroidery. And it's not just myself, it is Jennifer Cox from NNAP and Elnor, and we have a special guest from ZSK. And I'm really excited about some of the things you're going to talk about with these ZSK machines. I like to give credit where credit is due. When we had our factories, we did run Tajima machines, and I know the person that you were working with was with Tajima, and I have the utmost respect for Tajima and Barrett, and ZSK obviously was always my dream machine. The only reason why we didn't have ZSKs back in the commercial days is because they were more expensive than Tajimas. Yeah, but definitely
make money.
Yeah, and we had but the machine itself, I am so impressed and a little upset because we literally got our machine, our Sprint 7 from you, brought it to our studio. I was there for the one day of training right before everything shut down because you were supposed to come back the next day and continue
Yes.
training with us, and we couldn't do it anymore because COVID hit and we literally had to shut down. And then I had to leave the country. So my son James has been, working on that machine, and I do have to say that it is incredible. I know he's called you a couple times to, work out little things, but for me, I've had very few calls, and he basically, I mean, he has an embroidery background, but he was able to go into that machine and literally do beautiful embroidery at the push of a button. And that to me is just a testament of the engineering behind that machine.
And it's easy to use once you understand the icons around it, and it's self-explanatory. It's very much so, yes.
Yeah. And then the best part is we're going to talk about, and I know the special guest from ZSK is going to show us some of the toys that
Yes.
are available for that machine. And that's where, to be honest, the ZSKs, they're a little different, aren't they, than the other higher end machines out there?
Yes, I don't want to give away much, but yes,
Yeah.
it is. It absolutely. ZSK is way ahead in technology and in other industries.
And I just heard the Canadian come out of you, Elnor.
Yes, ZSK. Yes, ZSK.
Give us some hearts if you're watching from Canada right now. Yeah, I mean, it is awesome because all I can say is plug and play. That's going to be the beauty of this. So anyways, I am so looking forward to next week, and you guys both joining us, and all the wealth of knowledge and information that you're going to give us in a short period of time. I did want to announce one more thing, and this is for everybody who is currently signed up and going to be attending. We have made a decision, and we did make this before, but we did wanted to wait till now to announce it. We are going to be obviously recording this entire day session. This is a 9 to 5 deal. We're going to have seminars, so to speak, all throughout the day, and then a round table at the end. We're recording this entire session, and if you have signed up for it, we are going to make sure that once the videos are edited, they will remain in your classroom. They're not going to expire after a certain period of time, but like our Dream Course lessons, you can go back and you can look at them over and over again. So we want to give you all the tools possible so that will help make you a success. And if you are from Canada and looking to getting into embroidery, then that's your job as well, Eleanor. You want to help your customers be successes, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Because that means they're going to buy more machines.
We take pride in our customer success, right? So,
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. I know James is actually putting up a link so that they can go and check out your website. So for our Canadian customers out there, and being Canadian, obviously we love you guys. We love everybody. But please check out Eleanor's website. And, if you want to talk to him, get a demo, see what products he has available, you can just click on there, and you're happy to help them any way you can. Right, Eleanor?
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time. And when I close my eyes, I still see you when I was 17, Eleanor.
Likewise. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Okay. Take care, man. Okay. Well, that is awesome. I have a couple more things to share with you guys. Eleanor, if you just said, okay, there, Eleanor is off the camera. James is going to confirm that everything is okay because technology is not my strong point. But I had a couple more things I wanted to share with you guys before we ended. It's not going to be a really long session tonight, but I did want to show you guys the finalists from our Halloween contest. If you did get a chance to participate in our Halloween party, you might have seen John Ross was the person who's hosting. Give me some thumbs up if you were there. But we had a great time, or at least I had a great time. It was lots and lots of fun. And we did have some designs that we showed from beginning to end. So when you signed up, you got some in the hoop projects, and we gave you some designs to enter into the contest. Now, I know that we did have people during the webinar who said, I didn't know about a contest, but it was there when you signed up. We told the files were in your classroom. When we have future parties, because we will be having more, and if you do want to, again, comment win during this session, at the end of it, we are going to give away a free admission to our Christmas party, which is happening. Yay, it's happening on November the 12th. So just comment in win, give us thumbs up, hearts, whatever you want to do. And some lucky winner at this live is going to get that. But I wanted to show you some of the entries because we had a ton of entries come in. We could only choose 10 of them because it would have been an hour-long slideshow of entries, but we chose the 10 top ones, and that was hard to do. And then I was pretty smart about it because I actually put up a poll during the webinar, and you guys got to choose the winner, which takes all the heat off of me. So that was actually perfect as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I always tell you what I'm doing so that I can remember to do it properly. And here is, there we go, we should be up. This is actually the first entry that we had, and not the first entry, but the first of the 10 top ones. So I just wanted to go through these and show them. It was incredible. Everybody who entered was a winner, and everybody who was a top 10 finalist did get a free ticket to the Christmas party. But here is the next, and if I can do this, there we go. Here's the next one. This was an awesome table runner. We included some spider webs and that really cute sort of skull with the needles through it. We just thought that was fitting for embroidery. So this was an awesome table runner. This was a really, really cool bag that was all torn up, and it was dimensional, three-dimensional. It was really, really cool. This was a leather bag, and it's not easy to sew on leather. So I was really impressed, and I really kind of enjoyed this one because it said, let's get stitched faced. I have to really be careful and make sure that I word that properly because it might come out accidentally, but I thought that was a really cute, creative use of words. We had somebody who just did a red hat. This takes the red hat thing to a whole new level, but the incredible work that was done on this was just fantastic. I was just so impressed with the talent of all of our embroiderers. Miss Muffet's Tuffets, and this one is actually a really cute design for a jacket back. We had this one here, which was awesome piecing the actual spider webs, which we gave 4 different ones for all the corners to put in. We had this one, which is just like glow in the dark thread. It looks like an eye. It just, again, a lot of people did their own custom digitizing. I said you could do whatever you wanted. You could tear it, you can add stuff to it, you can embellish it, you can just do whatever you want to do. This was another one, but they actually used some glow in the dark thread on this as well. And and some people use Mylar. It's just really, really creative use. And then number 10 was another one where they did some custom digitizing. So these were the 10 top finalists in our Halloween Spooktacular contest. And just so you know who the winner was, it was Christine Burr, and she actually did the one where she tore it and she digitized those hands that you see coming out of the bag there, and she put Beautiful in there and just did a fantastic job. Now, I actually had a Zoom call with Christine yesterday, and she is going to be doing a little tutorial for us. We're going to be doing a blog specifically on how she created this and how all the steps and all that, because, you know, I always tell people, I'm a digitizer. I think I'm pretty good at what I do. But when it comes to creativity like this, you guys are the experts. So that was just awesome. Yeah, hearts for Christine. And that was awesome. And she did win a diamond membership on our stash. So she got 600 designs and all kinds of cool stuff. Now, just so you know, and hold on, I have to get my props here. I guess I can take my earphones out. Okay. Hold on a sec. We do also have, for a limited time, our Halloween bundle. And this is the same bundle that we actually included for sale at the Halloween party. It is on sale for the next couple weeks. I'm not sure how long Jesse, our marketing guru, has put it on for. But for $49.95, you actually get 4 In the Hoop projects. You get our jumbo haunted house. You get the black cat. You get Mylar designs. You get the I guess what do we call Halloween dolls. You got the 2020 is Boo sheet. Just so you know, that is on sale now. I think James is probably putting on a link. You can download these as part of your membership. The big designs and the In the Hoops are part of the premium downloads that you get. But if you were to look on our site under the new releases, we did release Jacko Sack, which I think I lost him. He was here somewhere earlier, but Jacko Sack and the iSack just went up today for sale. They're $19.99 each, or $95 each. So for $10 more, you get those two, and you're getting everything else. Maybe over there, you're getting everything else included. So here's Jacko Sack. Okay, so you got Jacko Sack, you got Frankensack. Oh, Frankensack's here. So all kinds of cool stuff. So that's a great deal if you want some really cool Halloween designs. Now, the other thing that I did want to mention is our our Christmas party. As I mentioned, it's happening November the 12th. And if you want to sign up for that, I'm not sure, is it ready on our site yet? I know the boys were, and my daughter Beth was working on this all day long. If it's not available online now, it will be within the next day or two, but it's under $20 to enter this. We're including more designs than we did in the actual Halloween party. There's 3 In the Hoop projects that you're going to be doing, and we're having a ugly sweater contest where we're giving you 39 different designs to make your ugliest sweater you possibly can. And these are pretty cool because they actually are designs that are, you can use felt or you can use regular designs, regular fabric from your fabric stash, but they are meant to be done very quickly and just stuck onto the shirt very quickly. So they're not high stitch count. So anyways, if you want to join our Christmas party, it's going to, wow, they literally, the boys just got it up, and that is amazing because I shot the video for it this morning at 10 o'clock. So you, okay, Jennifer shot the video with me this morning. I think Jennifer should be in the next video. Give me some hearts and thumbs up if you think Jennifer should do the next commercial. Is there any hearts going up right now? No, none? Are you sure?
Absolutely.
I think there's probably a few going up right now. So anyways, that is our Christmas party coming up November 12th, 3 in the Hoop projects, and we're going to do the ugly Christmas sweater contest. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also, if you want to join us for the How to Make Money webinar, you can still sign up. The best part is, Jennifer's laughing. Hold on, we have to take a break. Why are you laughing, Jennifer, dear?
I see hearts.
Oh, hearts. Yeah, see lots of hearts. Jennifer needs to do the next commercial. Okay.
No.
Pardon me? she's gonna be
I'm sick.
she's gonna be Mrs. Claus in the next commercial. If I dress in a Santa suit, I think she should dress in a Mrs. Claus suit. That's what I think. So more hearts. Okay, come on, get the hearts going.
Maybe a fetish coming out.
Oh, I'm not even gonna tell you what she said, guys, because she's been a naughty girl this year. So anyways, how to make money with embroidery is coming up next weekend. It is it's $207. You can still sign up. And that is, if you are starting an embroidery business, that is a write-off. And that's why education and, business kind of go together, because you are learning and you can expense that. We do have our Digitizers virtual dream workshop, again, starting November 7th. It's a 3-week-long workshop. And if you want to try digitizing, try our Digitizers Dream Challenge, because it is absolutely free. We give you the demo software, the 30-day trial from Hatch. If you've already tried the trial, then you can't do it again. But if you haven't tried it and you want to see if digitizing is for you, it's a great way to do 6 lessons from beginning to end and see if this is something you want to pursue. Do we have any questions, Jennifer, dear? Because that is it for my PowerPoint. I have one more thing to share. I'm going to share a couple of the samples that we're going to do. If you have any questions for me, bring them in now, because I'm going to show you a couple more samples and then we will wrap up. And I do want to thank Elnor for joining me. That was lots and lots of fun. Here is the first sample that I'm going to show you that we're going to do at the Christmas party. And this one I thought was pretty cool. I did show these at the Halloween party, but I actually did a string light poinsettia. So you literally have 3D organza poinsettias that, again, it takes no time to run these. I am going to, this is 100 light string. I'm going to do 100 of these real quick. We've actually given these to you so that if you have a 200 by 300 or even the larger hoop, which is, what is it now? 365 by 260, whatever it is, we filled it up so that you don't have to lay anything out. I know most of your machines will do that, but you can just press a button and away you go. We also have an organza tea light, and this one is putting 3 pieces together, and it actually does have a 2 pieces of red and 1 green, so that you can literally make a really cool tea light to put on your Christmas table. And then, of course, an In the Hoop project. This is my mini money stocking. I've called it a mini money stocking. It is actually really cool because I use kind of obviously like a fabric that you would use as kind of furry on here, but I did do a quilted pattern, so it gives it a quilted effect. There is Mylar in there, and you could personalize it on the top, but the really cool thing is there is a sleeve in here where you can slide in money. How much you want to give, that's totally up to you. And then there is a zipper insertion. Jennifer told me during the live webinar, that's where I stick her jewelry. So she's already ordered jewelry and money for Christmas.
Dog treat.
Oh yeah, and a dog treat for our Daisy girl, who's over nice and quiet in the corner. We have a German Shepherd named Daisy. She's been joining us at all these webinars, but she is camera shy, just like my wife. Okay. So anyways, any questions, or are we good?
Any questions?
Awesome.
But then we are a little bit
delayed.
behind. Donna's asking, can the stocking be made bigger to make a regular stocking?
Can the stocking be made bigger to make a regular stocking? Not necessarily, because the zipper insertion, obviously zippers are in certain widths, and if you made everything bigger, it's going to throw out of line all of the pieces for doing the zipper insertion. But we did, and this I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'm 99.9% sure this is going to happen. We did do a Halloween bundle where you got a whole bunch of other options at an incredible price. I have a feeling there might be a Christmas bundle coming, and maybe there'll be a larger stocking. I've been working on that like crazy. It's kind of funny. I've told people at meetings, I've been at home now since March the 14th, and I used to travel a lot, and I used to think that was really hard work. But since I've been home more, or home here, I've been digitizing more now than I have in the last 20 years. So we are feverishly coming up with all kinds of in the hoop projects and really fun, cool stuff because I'm having fun again. So, Jennifer?
No other questions?
No other questions?
No.
Well, I appreciate your joining us.
Who's the winner?
Oh, the winner. Okay, Jennifer's got to announce the winner. And oh, we just hit 25,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you haven't been there, please go check it out. It is John Deere's Embroidery Legacy. We have Facebook pages, Facebook groups. We're almost at 10,000 people on our main Facebook group. So we're giving away a prize, aren't we?
When we hit 10,000.
When we hit 10,000.
Yes.
So if you haven't joined our what's that one called? Machine design, machine embroidery and digitizing made easy. Okay, so that's that one. James will put up all the links. I've been too busy digitizing. I have to save my brain cells for that and not other things.
And just so people understand, with the contest, it's just a photo they need to submit.
Yes, that's a good, yeah. With regards to, and the way we did this for the Halloween contest is everybody 3 days, sometimes 2, but within a couple days of the actual party, you need to take a high resolution picture, if possible, of your entry and send it into our office. You don't need to send in the finished item, just the best picture you can take. And that's what we are doing. This is a virtual event, so all you have to do is take a picture. And that's kind of good because if you make a really cool, ugly sweater, you can, use it at home or with your family when you get together this Christmas. Okay, the winner is, drum roll.
Just waiting for it to pop up.
Yes, I can't order anything off Amazon also. I'm going through Amazon withdrawal being here, and my wife will attest, I am a pretty heavy Amazon addict, and I have been looking online at these little sound effects devices so I can make funny sounds during my, okay.
Barb Luft.
Barb Luft. Barb Luft, you are coming to the Christmas party. If you've already joined up, then there's no refunds on your ticket, but you can give this to a special friend. But if you haven't signed up, you're coming to the Christmas party now, and congratulations. So anyways, guys, blessings. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I thank you for taking time to be here with us.
Yeah, and the How to Make Money is next Saturday.
How to Make Money is next Saturday. You can still sign up, and James will have all the links and stuff there for you. And again, have a wonderful weekend. Take care, guys.